Godfrey, as he opens the door that leads to the tunnel back to your ship, and he says,
"Did you bring the weapon? You got the weapon already, right?"
What was the name of the weapon?
Gilbert. Because you can't understand me.
Yeah,
He
no.
took me a long time ago, and I sound like this now because he fucked up my lyric.
Yelper's on
Some
our
character thing. I was fucked in here.
Yelper's on the ship. Yelper's on the ship.
Oh my god. Where are we going now?
The ship.
Where are we taking the ship?
To get the robot.
I don't know.
The robot? Oh, that guy?
Just spinning out in space, in empty space, just like not having a moment, just mad.
I feel like somehow Drazzle's in charge right now while Cyrus is floating in space.
None of you have any of those little orbs on you, do you?
I look at.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me!
Rico pets his orb.
as he pets his orb, the duck or goose jumps on you and like claws at you to get the orb out, and he gets it and he puts it in his mouth and he eats it.
You gotta hide from the orbs. You can see everything that the orbs can see.
Excuse me, where does these claws come from?
What claw? Oh, the duck. His little feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his little web feet have like little.
I'm trying to pull Cyrus's feet off the floor, but they're magnetized to the floor, and I'm like, oh, I guess we're leaving them by. I mean, I guess that.
You didn't bring any of those on the ship, did you? Oh, fuck!
I don't think there were any others besides that one.
Alright, I'm good on the ship.
Smash cut the Cyrus dead in space.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys go back to the ship, I assume?
Yeah, I mean, I track.
I would love to.
Cyrus's body back, and since there's no since we left his feet there, because I can get him off the floor, I take 2 Roombas, and I engineer them to his feet.
Yeah, it's like basically like there's like a smash cut to us being on our way to the next destination, and Cyrus, a door opens and just I bump into a wall. All right, gentlemen, we are going to what? Bill, where is the next destination that we are headed?
There's googly eyes on his feet.
Well, hold on.
Now
you
it's
guys,
in circular mode.
let's back it up a notch. So you guys go back to the ship, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, when you get back on the ship, you see Mr. Henry holding Bill to the floor with his fist in the air. His face it's like a panel that's moving back, and there's an orb inside. And he's about to punch Bill in the face. And Bill's like, "Why'd you let a replicant onto the ship?" You fucked up. Anyway, he's about to punch Bill in the face real hard.
Real hard.
I don't know. I'm not the fighter.
None of us are.
I blob the knife at him.
That's fine. You throw it at him.
Yep.
Throw let's go to flight check because it's sailing across the room.
Hey, that's a D6 instead of a D4.
It's like the one I like.
That's basically how I tell people to roll dice. It's like, yeah, that sounds right.
5.
Okay. You hit him in the hand and you see sparks like this fly out and everything, and it turns its orb head towards you and drops Bill to the ground. And it starts walking towards Rixel and Bob and Drazzle.
And I'm dead.
Here, for posterity, let's cut to Cyrus, and he's floating near where the Eimer is.
Oh yeah, I could just rocket myself
Come
back.
on.
Yeah,
You would immediately rocket yourself towards the ship.
true. Yeah.
So we can even say you're working your way inside and roll a brawn check to see if you're near one of the external airlocks.
I got a 2.
All right, you are at the lock and you are initiating the entry sequence. This is the busted airlock.
Yeah, it goes off for like no reason.
Yeah. So you guys are back on the bridge, and the robot with the orb inside its paneled face is starting to walk towards you.
I know the goose eats orbs, so I would like to wield the goose as a weapon.
I think the goose. Okay, go ahead. Desperation thing.
What should I fight? or
Yeah, I would say fight. It's funny because Talos is actually like the fighter
yeah,
of our entire
this is the
group.
strongest one. I'm more stealthy.
Yep.
And this
That is
like
a 9 though.
Nine, that's good. That's pretty good. So what do you do? Describe it.
I use the goose as like a spear and try to like jam it into the face so we can eat it.
And Godfrey's like, what the fuck, man? And you stick the goose into the Mr. Henry's face.
Yes.
And Mr. Henry's like, he steps backwards and everything. More robotic. Bill gets up and he's like, we gotta get him off the ship. He's one of the Face's henchmen. And so Dave is at the airlock, and I would say that
And
Mr.
Isn't the
Henry's-
airlock connected to the bridge too?
yes.
So I'm like knocking on the door.
let's say I lock. Oh, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, that's good.
No, that's all I was doing.
Bob locks eyes at Rickstall and goes and nods to him. And he's trying to signal for like a double chest bump to like bump into the airlock.
Yes.
Yeah, the double chest bump.
Before this all
Run,
happens, I
jump
just wanna-
side by side and
just
like
so
a
the-
bow and arrow. I like pull my innards back and like.
Just so the audience isn't concerned, Bill immediately picks up Yelper and runs to the other side of the room. Just so everybody can sleep nice. Okay, so you bounce towards Mr. Henry with Godfrey in his face, by the way.
Yep.
And you knock him into where the airlock is. Oh, yeah.
I'm
You
like
knock him
standing
into
out there. I'm like,
You knock him into the airlock, and with the impact, Godfrey gets launched from Mr. Henry's face, and he rolls against the floor. And he's like, and he waddles off
gesture
over
about
by
the
Bill.
eating.
And Mr. Henry, like, his arms like rotate weirdly backwards, and he like climbs up the wall a little bit, and he's like facing you, and the orb is starting to glow white hot.
can I get the door open?
You roll a brawn check.
Oh God,
Oh.
we'll go a 5.
4 to 105. Since the airlock is faulty, you get it halfway open and air starts venting out into space unrealistically, and like a movie. And Mr. Henry's like, and he's holding still, and the orb is starting to glow hotter, and everything, and he's about to release a blast. So somebody do something.
Can I use my? All right, I'll use my tail to smack him in the face to try to knock him further into the
Ooh.
airlock.
Okay, roll a fight check.
That's
I'm gonna start to
Oh,
run.
fight,
'cause
fight,
that
okay.
thing's about to open up.
Yes.
ooh.
Like a Terminator on the outside of the
Yeah.
ship.
Bill
got-
and Yelper are holding on, and Godfrey's like, he's holding on to something. Some of his feathers are flying out into the.
I got a 12.
Okay, that's successful. What do you do? What does it look like?
So I'm basically grabbing onto one thing, just something solid like a chair in the bridge, and then I'm just whipping my tail, like I'm letting my body fly upward and using my momentum with the tail to slap him to get him through the airlock.
Okay, you slap him in the head, and his head jerks back as the bolt launches into the ceiling and bounces around the room a little bit, and it actually hits Bob a little bit. So roll a brawn check just to see how badly you were hurt there, Bob.
Me?
Yeah, the beam bounced around
Sorry,
the
I
room.
thought the other guy's name was Bob too.
But for a second, I actually forgot his name is Bill.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bill said, oh, yeah.
Oh God, not Bill.
Brawn check. I rolled a 12. Oh, that's a D10. Oops, let me roll the right die. I rolled a 10 and an 8. 18.
18. Okay, so it just glances off you, but it does cut just a little bit of your jelly off.
Well, it just kind of like
Yeah, it's
shoots
just like-
it off,
Yeah, exactly. It's just like it's just part.
and then it becomes inorganic, and you see it just kind of like. I was gonna say,
Oh.
I'm gonna chest bump the laser back.
No, it doesn't come back. It just dissipates after that. Okay, so
Incorrect.
Dave or Rixel, or Cyrus or Rixel, do you want to do anything?
Cyrus isn't in yet, and the other guy's already kind of out. I'll wait for now. I'll wait till.
Okay. And
Cyrus.
Cyrus, you can try the door again, or if there's something else you can think of.
No, that's what I want to do.
You could. The door is open enough for you to reach inside, if that's something.
Oh yeah, I kind of want to grab his leg.
Okay.
I hope you might see where I'm going with this. I want to grab his leg and kind of like pull him into the airlock and see if he just kind of gets destroyed.
He falls onto the ground and he's like, like trying to get towards the other ones.
I kind of want the door to like blender him, essentially. So like the airlock just kind of sucks him, kind of like the end of Alien Resurrection or whatever it was called. Where
That won't happen.
There's like, but yeah,
you can pull though. You can pull really hard, and you're a robot, so
Can
you
I use
can
a fight
match him. Yes,
instead
you
of
can use
brawn.
a
Okay, I
match.
was about to say.
Yeah.
But my fight's better than my brawn. Wow. 4.
You jerk him towards you, and it gets like halfway up his body. It rips one of his legs off in the process, but he's still halfway into the door.
Is that the leg that I was holding on to?
That's still there. The other one got like caught in the scene and like
Oh, okay.
came off.
I see the other leg and I'm like, I need that.
And
Robot
it is-
legs.
Let's make it Bob the Blob's turn. Anything you want to do? Throw
No.
a chair at him. Dude,
Yeah,
guys.
I'm literally like running out of the room because I'm like, everybody, hold
can do
on to
that.
something or leave.
Where's Grigor?
Where is he? Is he here?
Oh, something.
He's a big fighter.
Just trying to give you guys options.
Is he here?
He's not in the room.
Okay.
He's on the ship.
He's
He is on the ship.
Well, yeah, there's nowhere you would have won.
Unless if he's not on the ship. Like he got launched into space.
Well, I mean, so are we feeling like the vacuum suck from the?
Yeah, but you can still kind of move around a little bit. Just don't get too close to the door.
Yeah, I'll like flip a table and push it towards him.
There you go.
That's
Let's see, what would be in the bridge that's flippable tablable?
I flipped the captain's chair over.
You can.
And
I was just about to say you can disconnect the captain's chair because it is connected to the floor, but it does have like a latch.
No,
So if you wanna
100%
roll-
for sure the captain's chair.
Yeah. You have to. roll a brawn check to see if you can get that lever off while all this pressure is being sucked into the room.
An 8. So that's
Eight.
all I got.
I'd say you got it. Yeah, that
Nice.
makes sense. So you pull, and the captain's chair just, you don't even have to do anything. It goes towards the door, and it hits Mr. Henry so hard that he shears through the wall and everything, and he's outside in space with Cyrus now.
I'm gonna take the other leg too.
Oh, and that's still part of him. He's like a scorpion now, basically.
What a
Yeah, and it like off into space. It shoots off a few more beams, but it's harmless at this point.
Give me the leg. I need this.
So, Cyrus, what do you do now?
I get
Door's
onto the ship. I get on the ship and shut the door.
Okay,
I hit it
roll.
a couple of times because it doesn't.
Yeah, roll one more brawn check to see if the door gets shut all the way.
Oh my god, you're making me roll my lowest thing a million times in a row.
Mhm.
3.
Damn it! Somebody help him. Who's close to the door?
I'll-
Drazzle. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll reach my tail up for him to grab.
Okay. Oh no! You're helping him shut the door. So somebody's got to
shut
like
the
try and
door.
force it, and the other guy's just got to keep. hitting
Use
the
your
axis.
tongue to like wrap around the handle and like pull
Yeah,
with your
yank it.
milky tongue.
Yeah, I'll start pulling it down with.
It's gonna be milky
Tongue
forever
it.
now. It
Yeah.
never goes away. Okay, so both of you guys roll one more brawn check,
Alrighty.
and we'll combine the number. I know this is very off.
I got 3.
Wait, you should do this. You got a 3?
And I got a 2.
5. We'll say that's enough. Shut the door most of the way, but it is still faulty.
Oh yeah.
So I was gonna say you can either shut it and it's not faulty anymore, like you're safe, or it's shut and faulty.
With
so
his tongue wrapped around it, I'll grab his tail and pull.
okay. All right, and it's shut all the way. It's safe. We're safe now.
As his tongue rips off his body.
Everybody, like Bill is holding his dog Yelper and he's petting him, and Godfrey's
Thankfully, I
like,
can regenerate.
I hold up both of the robot legs and I go, Bob, you know what this means. Smash cut to me with Roomba feet. They didn't work. They weren't compatible. They didn't work.
they were awful. Yeah, Godfrey's like he goes up to Bill and he goes,
Holy shit, they let a fucking replicant on the boat. They're gonna fucking kill us, man. Oh, how did you not know that was a replicant? Wasn't that fucking obvious? Mr. Henry's the nicest guy in the world. How could you not notice he was not the nicest guy in the world? Oh my god. Oh, and that thing's got robot insides.
Oh, don't worry, we
Where's
still
Mr.
brought him.
Henry?
Oh, he's here.
Oh god. No, fuck. Where's Gregor?
Probably doing some sort of treachery since we
I think
can't
he's in
find
the
him.
back. He's in the back.
Go get him. We're gonna talk about this.
Bill's like, I tried to keep it a secret.
It's like, it's not a secret anymore. This motherfucker.
And he points at Rixel.
This motherfucker had an orb out of a whole goddamn time, and the replicant had an orb burst. There's no way the face doesn't know what we're up to. Any minute now, the hat is coming down on us.
And he's like, my God. I don't know what we're going to do if the hat shows up.
So we got the face in the hat. Okay.
Mhm.
Should I start flying us to the
Get us
concert?
out of here. We gotta come up with a plan B. Where's the weapon?
And Bill's like, it's safe. And he pets Yelper and everything. And he looks at the little ball on Yelper's collar. He's like, so let me bring you up to speed. There's no concert. I'm sorry if you're all disappointed. I misled you. We couldn't let the face know.
Aww.
We need to destroy the face. So many people here are enslaved by his power. So we got to get this ball needs to touch the surface of the face and it'll do the rest of the work for us. Any part of it, it's fine. You hear the door open and Grigor steps in and Godfrey runs up to him and hugs him.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Where's Droopsy?
They
Where's
start making
Droopsy?
out.
Where's Droopsy? I need to hear her. I need to see her.
And Grigor just puts Godfrey down and goes, and
Oh, oh.
I turn to Rixel. Speaking of Droopsy, is the soup done?
He goes to check on it.
I was gonna say Bob's like eating spoonfuls of it to like regenerate his missing part of his blob. Chunks of yellow fur in it.
We need to bring the weapon to the face, or else we can't get out of Channel 9 space. And I know it rhymes, but we gotta do it. Kills me to rhyme like that.
so what do?
I have one question. When the people tried to force the Droopsy to play the limp flute, and there's no concert, does that mean there was no limp flute? Like, they didn't actually know how to play it?
They all play the flute. Is there any more questions?
Do we have anything to launch the orb thing to
Do
the
you?
ship? To the
What do you guys?
I'm new to the ship. I don't know.
Yeah, he's asking everybody.
I don't know.
Yeah, we have photon torpedoes.
Do we actually have photon
Yeah.
torpedoes?
We do.
Fuck, that makes us like.
One final question.
I thought we'd have to like hillbilly jerry rig something.
We do have guns, yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
One
Okay,
final question, Goose. Godfrey,
That's what my mother named me.
what instrument do you play?
I'm playing fucking. There is no fucking concert, you idiot.
All right then.
I don't play the banjo. Bill says from the back. I've never knew how.
It's like I
Bob
don't
pushes
even
him
know
through the
you.
airlock. Take that, you damn wire.
Grigor goes flute. All play flute. He says in perfect. All play flute.
We
Okay.
We
Well, the
should
captain's
probably
chair's gone.
shoot this.
Shoot this thing. So you got to go towards space.
All right. I stand in the middle where the captain's chair used to be, and a
Can-
bunch of like cables
can
and
we
stuff
shoot
come
it?
out.
At the ass. Just has to touch it.
Why do you do whatever you want? As long as that ball touches that ass.
Godfrey's my new favorite thing.
I'm like basically hooked in like the Pacific Rim inside of a Jaeger, like all this other stuff because that replaces the captain's chair. I'm like, all right, Drazel, get on the piloting chair or whatever the fuck it's called.
Kind of just like I climb into it.
I will load the ball
Rixel,
into,
I want you on guns.
I'll load the ball into a missile and then get on guns.
Yeah.
Bill
Bob?
hands you the. He says, very carefully. Our whole system's lives are in your hands.
Put it in my pocket.
If we fail now, face will keep us enslaved forever, and that doesn't rhyme, and that's no fun for anybody.
Bob, I need you to make so much goddamn fuel that we can zip in and out of a galaxy in 5 minutes.
I was about to say Bob's gonna deposit the fuel cell that he produced this morning into the hyperdrive, and he would like to review the contract that they signed. Like, is this extra? Do we need an extension on this? Have we fulfilled like our responsibilities?
Listen, buddy, if we don't fuck up Faith
Hey,
and kill him, you don't get to leave and you become a slave just like us.
I'm reading the paper contract.
No contract. No one's
The
making any money.
contract
We've duped you.
here. No, you haven't.
Smash cut to all of us eating Teletubby stew.
And duck soup. Soup of everything.
Everything.
So you're gonna pilot towards space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm
Yeah.
giving it a boost into our hyperdrive.
Okay, so
I want to find a route that makes it so that it's like in reverse. What's it called? Rotation
Orbit?
of the moon.
yeah.
And go straight to the ass.
Yeah, basically make Drazel's job easier by finding a technically accurate route.
Okay. So you fly. Roll a flight check, Drazel first. Let's do this.
Or should I roll a brain check to find that
I
route
got-
first?
I got
Yeah,
Give it
roll a
to-
brain check, and you guys can roll at the same time.
Yeah, and maybe
I
that'll
rolled
give you a
mine, so-
boost.
What'd you roll?
I got a 13.
13.
I got a 4.
Dave doesn't find a great route, but Jason can get you towards space. No problem.
Yeah.
So you're flying towards space, and you see this giant moon and everything. And as you approach, it like turns right towards you, like wicked fast. And your ship stops, like it's frozen, and nothing is moving on the ship. And even the air ventilators seems to shut off. And Face like leans in and he looks super angry. Where the fuck do you think you're going with my slaves?
Just comes out and says it.
That's what they are.
Now, the children heard you swear.
I don't care about the children. It was never about the children. I just need their giggles.
Is this?
You see, as you're talking to him, you see from the back of Face, see a little red dot come out.
Rixel, fire the cannon.
And you feel the ship shake. You're like, and Bill goes,
Rixel, fire the cannon. Rixel,
you can't aim the cannon.
it's
Nothing
right, it's
on
so
the ship
big.
is moving. You shouldn't be able to miss. You start to hear outside. Boom, boom, boom.
Get the Bob, get the guns! Get the guns!
We have guns? Like, you mean like
You have guns, but
handguns?
none of them can point. Like you can't.
No, I mean
aim
like
accurately.
the assault rifles. The
have
gibbons.
I don't think you have those.
I don't know if we have those.
Grigor looks up and he flexes his chest and he like flexes and like even more muscles come up. And he's like, and Bill's like, Bill, you gotta take care of the hat, right? If these guys can't fight a mouse. They're not gonna fight the hat. There's no way. No way. Grigor is just, and he walks into the other room and he opens the door and all the lights shut off inside the Eimer.
Oh, no.
Like, Eimer doesn't work anymore?
It basically doesn't. It's got the air that's in it, and that's it. So you can
Gregor, play your
survive.
flute.
But
Play your flute.
I guess I go to where Rixel is. Rixel's at where
I'm in the
weapons
guns.
are.
I'm in the guns, yeah.
yeah.
I guess, Rixel, I guess we need to get this out and, I don't know, throw it with one of your hands.
I grab the proton torpedo and pull out the ball.
Just gonna throw it at them.
Well,
Doesn't,
maybe if you take the torpedo and it has a jet propulsion system on it, right? Put the ball in the torpedo and maybe try to aim it.
Doesn't Cyrus have a gun?
I turned my arm into a gun as a joke at one point.
Rixel will hold up a finger and make a gesture to Bob as the old slingshot maneuver.
Yes. So really quick, are you guys all on the bridge still? Or was
Rixel and Bob are by weapons.
okay?
Yeah,
you're
I'd
by
say I'm
weapons.
on the
Not
bridge.
on the bridge. That's
Okay,
someone
so
else.
before, so you guys have formulated your plan, but you haven't done it yet. So you see Grigor like walk down the hall away from you, and you hear something open inside the jacuzzi room, and you hear people screaming, and then silence. And Grigor opens the door and goes inside. What do you do?
I'm gonna try and get the ship back online as much as I can from my chamber because I'm plugged into it technically. So maybe I could do something, but that's all I really got.
Dave, out your
I'm
window,
gonna
you
go
see that the
look.
face is getting closer, and its mouth is open.
I'm
my
gonna
God.
look in the back where everything started happening.
Oh, the face is getting close and the mouth's open.
Yes, it's
I will-
gonna try each other.
Can I
after-
roll brains to try and see if I could do stuff with the ship?
Let's do a little initiative. So we're gonna start with Jason, who is moving towards where all the stuff is happening in the back of the
Yeah,
ship.
where all the commotion is. Yeah, I'm gonna walk back there.
Okay, so you walk through the dark, and you see there's a few emergency lights starting to kick on. So there's like dim lights all over the ship. They're like red colored. They're like amber tinted and everything. And as you do, you go into the jacuzzi room?
I mean, at first I'm gonna kind of just poke my head, like just like half in,
Okay.
eyeballs going everywhere.
As you're about to poke your head in, you see half of Grigor's body get launched against the wall behind you.
Oh.
And blood just everywhere.
Oh,
Do you look into the jacuzzi room?
You never
Yeah.
check the fridge.
Grigor tries to motion to play the flute. Wants to play the flute one more. No, I'm joking.
but yeah, I'll creep in a little further.
Okay, you see this hulking furry thing that's like as tall as the room. It's even bent over a little bit, and it's like ripping it's ripping Har in half as it is in the room, and it's smiling, and it's got this big knife-like smile, and it's wearing a red and white hat that's like peeled over the side of its head, and it's got long cat-like ears and a long black tail with a white tip, and it just rips it in half, and then it's reaching towards I think, what's the other one's name? Sorry. It's reaching
Har
towards
Har.
Vippy Bippy
Oh,
with its long claws. And Vippy Bippy's like,
It's the cat.
Oh. I was gonna say, what is this one?
Yeah, it's
I
very
didn't
meat
realize
canyon
it got
cat
here
in
so
the head.
fast.
and it's Dr. Seuss's birthday this week.